What's up, everybody? First
Okay.
live edition, 3 and a possible. We upgraded ourselves a little bit. You know, got a little music to bring us in now.
Let
You
me
know.
upgrade you. Sorry.
All right, Joe.
And we
All right,
need to
Joe.
have our homie make us a song.
For real.
Right.
The intro.
Right. Y'all see how Wayne did Undisputed? You know, come on, DeAndre.
Yeah. And then I need a chain too.
Right. Yeah, you can get to work on that too. What's up, fellas? How we feeling?
That's good.
How we feeling? We are live
Living.
on YouTube, Facebook, and my personal Twitter. Y'all can hook your personal Twitters up if y'all want to. But we are very excited to get this thing going. So let's get into it. We're going to go over some news. It is All-Star Weekend. We're going to do some news. Shout out to the Rams. Won the Super Bowl. We'll talk about it for a second.
Horns up, baby. Horns up, baby.
Horns up. That might have been even predicted on 3 and a possible. You know, crazy. Get your takes from us. But we're going to play a little MVP or not to MVP. A quick game of Do They Belong? Hit the panic button on a certain team that just doesn't seem to catch any breaks this year. A couple start, sit, cuts, team edition. Some people,
I like it.
You know, some teams that are kind of surging and got some new faces mixed with some old faces, but maybe it's their year. We don't know. And then, of course, we'll end the show choosing love or choosing violence as we always do. But fellas, let's talk about the Super Bowl. We are primarily an NBA podcast, but we will dive into a little football. First question, Devion, did you watch?
Hell no. I watched the Bruce thing. I watched football.
This
I
man
watched a couple plays. On everything, bro. I watched a couple plays. The only thing I watched was a little bit before Odell got hurt. And after that, I was like, oh, fuck it.
Damn, you're bogus.
I know.
Man. You didn't watch the halftime show? Nothing.
Nah, bro. I ain't do, nothing. Like, this is the first time, first time in my life I didn't watch more than 5 minutes of the Super Bowl.
That baby was kicking, huh?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. That's funny. Hey, man, Super Bowl was dope. Super Bowl was dope. It was all right. I mean, it's not like it was a Super Bowl that you're going to remember in 10 years, but there was moments. It was cool. Odell Beckham my favorite part was Odell Beckham. He looked like he was getting back to himself. He probably was going to be the MVP if he didn't get hurt. I think Cooper Kupp didn't really deserve MVP, but I guess he put the team on his back on that last drive, so he gets it. It is what it is. I think Aaron Donald should have got it, but he a D tackle. He only had 2 tackles and a sack, so it don't look good on paper, but he dominated that game.
Yeah, I was cool with Kupp getting it. I think he could have gone multiple ways on Super Bowl MVP. Stafford could have got it. Like, he threw 2 picks, but neither one of them were really what I thought were bad. Like, he threw the one on, like, 3rd and 14. He bombs it down the field, like, whatever. Picked off in the end zone, touchback. It was basically a punt. The other one hit his receiver in the hands. One of the dudes filling in at tight end, I think. I mean, he should have caught it and just threw it up into the air for the defender to get. So, not going to kill him for those. I thought he had a good game. He led the game-winning drive. That no-look pass
was pretty nice.
That was beautiful. The angle from like behind or like looking at him where you can see him just like completely staring down the one way and then throwing it back. That was amazing.
Great.
Mahomes always gets all the love for the no-look, but
course.
A lot of people have brought up how Stafford's kind of been doing this. He was just doing it in Detroit where
no one cares.
I mean, who the fuck cares? Because why would you care about the fucking Detroit Lions?
Relax on this Hall of Fame stuff, though. Like, chill. The man has 1 Pro Bowl on his record. No All-Pros, no All-Decade teams, no MVP. The man got 1 Pro Bowl. Let's relax on him being kicked to the Hall of Fame because he won a Super Bowl.
I actually disagree. I think, like, obviously, like, if he retired right now, he's probably not a Hall of Famer.
No, exactly.
But, like, he's not going to play at a high level for 4. Like, I think that's kind of naive. He's
going to get 60,000 yards and 6,000.
Like, he's going to have all the stats.
600 TDs, yeah.
Like, he's been doing all the things. The only thing you could ever say about him was a touchdown. I know, like, Sherman came out and said, he's like, how can you put somebody in the Hall of Fame?
Look good.
Well, but I mean, like, Sherman seems like he was never the best quarterback or even like top 3 quarterback or like all these things. It's like, okay. Like, so we're penalizing him for playing with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers his whole career, Drew Brees. Like, that's not
a little bit. Yeah.
That's stupid though. Like just because you happen to play with the best quarterbacks to ever play the fucking game doesn't mean that you're not better than the majority of the I mean, be real. You want Terry Bradshaw or Matthew Stafford?
Terry Bradshaw.
Stop it. No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like
does Terry Bradshaw get that defense?
Different.
Does Terry Bradshaw get that defense?
The game's different, and so like they're throwing more now, and they get all that. But like that's just part of football. Like
right.
You
Matthew
evolve,
Stafford's better than
players get better. He's better than damn near all of the quarterbacks that are in the Hall of Fame currently. Not all of them.
He's better than Eli. Eli Manning's going to get in. So
yeah, easily. So. You know, I'm with I'm with the talk. I think it's pretty safe to say he'll be a Hall of Famer, and I think he will deserve it. But I doesn't do anything for me. Fuck the Hall of Fame. Not letting Zach Thomas in. Fuck them. But all right, let's go to basketball.
Zach Thomas. Yeah, all right.
I mean, only Peyton Manning and Tom Brady say he should be in the Hall of Fame. But the writers know more than them apparently. So whatever. Let's go to the NBA. So we got some history that's happened here lately, boys. DeMar DeRozan, who, man, I think it was, I can't remember if it was Bleacher Report or some website said it was like the worst free agent signing of the offseason.
Yeah, I saw that. Thought that was crazy.
Oh man, like that looks just hilariously bad right now. He scored 35 plus points in 7 straight games on 50% or better shooting. No one had ever done that before. The longest similar streak before was by Wilt Chamberlain, who did it in 6 straight games. So anytime you break a Wilt scoring record, you're doing a lot of good things. Thanks. Joe, what'd you think? What do you think? What do we do we not give DeRozan enough credit?
I don't
Come on, Joe, say the truth.
It's a nice stat, but at the end of the day, man, what you gonna do in the playoffs for me? Because you ain't gonna do this in the playoffs. I already know. You ain't gonna show up in the playoffs because you ain't ever showed up. So it's a cool stat. You do it in the regular season. I like it, but let me see what you do in the playoffs. That's what I say at first. But for real, I mean, come on. It just shows you analytics. The mid-range is still alive. You can be a mid-range killer and win games. Get back to the mid-range. Just like last night in the Bucks game when Middleton had that turnover late in the game because he wanted to throw the ball in the corner when he got a perfect pass when he was cutting to the lane. He had an easy layup, but he wanted to throw the pass to the corner and nobody there. Just take the mid-range or get to the lane. It'll tell you that it works and you can win that way.
Yeah, I think like the commentary needs to like stop being so much on what type of shots. Get to the shots that you make the most at the highest percentage. Understanding like a team philosophy, like threes are usually more efficient way of scoring. But if you can't shoot threes, that doesn't mean you shoot them. Like if Shaq was playing in the league today, Shaq's not gonna be jacking up threes. He's still gonna do what he does. You know what I'm saying? So there's still some progress that needs to be made in the analytics game. But Devon, what do you think of the streak?
No, I like it. I just hate that he did it in the Bulls jersey, but I like it. And I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit, man. And it's probably you right, Joe. I think it is because like his playing style, because everybody wants like what Steph is doing. Like I don't remember if I sent in the group chat now where he like the little kids, all they doing is fucking shoot threes. Everybody want to be a 3-point specialist, but I'm like DeRozan is killing your ass like what niggas used to do in the 90s and the early 2000s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's like the best looking style of play, but it works. You know what I'm saying? They number 2 in the East. He breaking records.
Number 2 by a tiebreaker.
Real talk. Hey, behind. We'll get to that later. I ain't gonna.
The Flamers.
Later on. Yeah. See the boy, that's the disrespect, bro. Come on.
Disrespect.
Come on, bro. The Brooklyn Nets fan right here.
Who?
But nah, bro. Hey, DeRozan. Hey, and don't shit on my boy either, Joe. Like, he gonna be all right in the playoffs. He played with Toronto. They don't count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I guess you're right. There's no LeBron in the East.
No,
you gotta pray. You're right. No LeBron in the East.
Hey, and this version of the Lakers,
Giannis.
he was playing. He was playing with it. Hey, I'll take my chance on DeRozan right now. I ain't gonna lie,
that's disrespectful.
Nah, my team disrespectful. I ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Will?
Like, I feel like on our show, we've been like pretty like supportive of DeRozan, so I don't feel like we've been sleeping on him. Like, we talked about it, first month into the season, we talked about how at that point he deserved to be in the MVP conversation. Now we're gonna do a little refresh on that conversation. But we've been giving him his flowers, I think, for a while. So I'm not us, but the whole media empire, they've been sleeping on DeRozan for a little too long. But let's move to your Lakers. One of y'all losers brought him up. Let's move to your AD. The man can't stay healthy. Came down wrong. It honestly looked like it could have been a lot worse than what we're kind of getting reported. The reporting a grade 2 sprain, I believe. But no broken bones, so that's good. X-ray's negative, and he is out at least 4 weeks. I mean, you're my Lakers fans here, so talk to me, Devion. Talk to me about your Lakers, bro. Like, AD, do you have faith that AD is going to be able to come back at some point in this year and actually give y'all something?
No. Fuck no. Like, hey, bro, he looking good for MVP. No cap. I ain't gonna lie. He's looking real good now.
He really is.
I ain't gonna lie, but AD, bro, like, it's over. This is the shit we was just talking about, where if he comes back healthy, we good, bro. He can't even stay. It's over. Our season over, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Like, it's over, bro. Like, AD go come back. You gotta give him 2-3 weeks to see if he actually go, be all right. And then now that play, the play was so fucking fluky. Like, bro, he fucking caught the ball and turned around and looked like he broke his shit. Like, that's every fucking week that he does it, bro.
Every
week. He's 7 feet tall, bro. We over with. Ain't no hope unless LeBron going to God mode and all them 45-year-old players start tapping into that youth. It's a wrap, bro. We're done for win play game. It's over, bro. It's over. Our season done for.
It's a wrap. I agree. It's a wrap. We're gonna be an 8-9 seed. We're gonna be in the play-in. I mean, like, for real. LeBron. Only thing I can see that's dope is when AD went out, LeBron started playing center against the Jazz, and the boy went off. If LeBron can go off at center, the only good thing about this is LeBron may win the scoring title. That's it. Because I don't even want to talk about AD, bro. That boy's so damn soft. How? I just don't get it, man. Like,
man, boy,
I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Like,
Jeremy got more faith than we do.
So they're not gonna make the first round. They're just gonna be playing.
Bro,
first round. I don't think we're gonna make
right here, right now. They gonna play the Clippers. If it ended right now, they play the Clippers in the play-in game, and they gonna lose to the Clippers. I promise you. If they lose to the Clippers in a playoff game, bro,
the Flippers would flip. I think the Flippers would flip.
If they lose to the Clippers in a playing game, it's over.
Let me see. We'll play what?
It's to the point I can't believe people talking about they need to trade AD in the offseason. Like, that's that bad right now.
I told y'all that a while ago. Y'all should have traded him before.
Hey, bro, we had a run. Hey,
that's what they gonna do. The Bulls gonna have an early exit. The Bulls gonna fail, and then they gonna trade AD to the Bulls and get Vucevic and some other pieces and a first round pick or something like that.
Now you sound like a fan. It sounds.
Hey, they gotta do something. They gotta do something. Because LeBron,
that wouldn't be like a terrible move for AD's from the Shy.
That's what I'm saying.
Vucevic would be a very good player to be able to get in return. He'd fit well with LeBron. Can space the floor a little bit.
And then you can get like 2 first round picks because you don't got nothing. They gotta do something.
I hate that, but
friendly bet. How much y'all want to bet? Friendly bet. Guarantee in the off season we don't get great trades. We don't do great trades.
Hell
Guaranteed.
no, they're gonna stay in
We gonna
pat.
do some.
They're gonna stay in pat.
Bullshit trades. We're gonna have one of the worst off seasons when it comes to trades. I can almost bet my fingers on that.
Let's not get too far down the road here, but I'm gonna give y'all. This is kind of my glimmer of hope for y'all. No, he's coming to Miami. But here's I think your glimmer of hope. Here's my. Oh, now we got everybody. Before the season, we didn't have enough offense. Now we got everybody.
Yeah, I don't have enough offense with Duncan Robinson playing like ass.
Duncan been balling. Duncan been doing fine.
Continue, Will. Fuck what he talking about, man. He's wherever.
Look, I think
90 million balling, but it's gonna be.
Yeah, stop it. You said that number like that was some like max dollar. No, fuck out of here. 90 million.
I still was mad about that.
For a starter. But no, this is why I think it's good for your Lakers. Your Lakers, at the end of the day, I wouldn't trust to have AD. I would trade AD down. It's like fuck it, just go get healthy. Try again next year or trade his ass out. I think the Lakers' best bet is one, Kendrick Nunn got to get healthy. I think they're reevaluating him in March, beginning of March. That's a couple weeks. He needs to get healthy. You play him. You play a smaller lineup. Fuck Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan. Like fuck all that. LeBron at the 5. Start like a THT or an Ariza at like the 4. One of those guys. Melo, Russ, and your choice of Malik Monk or like Wayne Ellington, and just play small. Let Russ be the primary ball handler because he's useless being anything else. Like LeBron James is a better primary ball handler, but Russ is way worse off ball than LeBron is. So I think you just let him initiate offense and like just allow LeBron to play off Russ. I think they can do that fine, and I think you'll start getting at least like a second superstar. Because right now, LeBron James for the Lakers this year has been the only superstar on the team.
Facts.
So I think you let Russ be the ball handler. You get a superstar that way. Like there's gonna be bad with the good with Russ as the primary ball handler, but you at least have a superstar. I think they got to land on something like that with this team and just go from there. Like I'm not saying it's going to turn you into the second best team or the best team in the West, but I think that's their best step moving forward. I think they can maybe get you into the 6th spot, so you at least don't have to be in the playing game. But we'll see.
I appreciate the
BS you see the BS that the organization, the trade deadline, talking about. What
were they going to do though?
To stay in it.
What were they going to do?
Bro. I don't know people putting this on LeBron.
Trade for the
bro. You the general manager of the team. You take what LeBron say, but you ain't gotta do what LeBron say.
Let's put your fandom aside.
Ridiculous. I don't care who it is.
Michael Jordan didn't
I'm just saying, Michael Jordan didn't get to do what he wanted in Chicago. So why everybody scared to tell LeBron, no, that's not gonna work. I like what you're thinking, but it's not gonna work. You ain't gotta listen to LeBron.
You know why, Joe? You know why the Lakers don't do that? The Cavs didn't do that. Yeah, because there's one team that did do that. The Heat did that. He said, "No, you're not going to call the shots around here," and then he left. And you know what? Biggest mistake of LeBron James' career. Should have stayed. Should have stayed. They would have retooled around.
He got a championship.
No, he could have got 4-5.
Would have more.
On everything.
Bro, the way Miami retools, it would have been a better situation. But I get why he left too. It's all good.
But hey, bro,
let's talk about some more history.
Appreciate that.
Money.
AD gone in the offseason, baby. I'm rooting for it now. I'm on Team Will, bro. For real, AD gone in the offseason, bro.
Look, we got more history to discuss. Popovich, second all time in wins. He's gonna eventually catch Don Nelson. It looks like just need to hang on for a couple years.
He'll get it.
But second all time, so that's a big accomplishment. Obviously, a lot of that was done with Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, that whole squad. But he still maintained fairly well after them. So just some quick thoughts on Pop moving into second place. Joe, what do you think?
I mean, hey, Pop is what he is. He's great. I mean, the record at this point don't mean nothing to me, you know what he's done it with. I mean, he's been able to win without Tim Duncan Parker. He hasn't really get very far in the playoffs or nothing like that. He doesn't really have that much talent around him at this moment. So I guess the only bad thing you can say about Pop is, I mean, he really hasn't found that star talent right now. But I mean, how often do you get that generational type talent?
He just pissed him off.
Oh, Kawhi, yeah, that's fair. Right, he found Kawhi. That's a good point. But hey, you can't really say much bad about Popovich. I think he's a great coach. He's probably going to end up being one of the greatest coaches ever, definitely top 2 or 3. So it's just nice to see, especially after his wife died. I thought he probably would have quit by now. The fact that he's still going is nice to see.
Devion?
Yeah. Probably like second best coach we never watched in our lifetime. Maybe one, depending on who you're a fan of. Pop. Some people say Phil. I'm just saying, like, one. Okay. Yeah, it depends on who you like. Real shit. Depending on who you ask. Some people might say Phil. Some people say Pop. So it's just more impressive. Like after his golden age team left, that this motherfucker's still winning games. Because those Spurs teams are ass. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
That should be like the bottom 2-3 teams.
But like we were talking about before before all this shit started, he probably go. How many games he behind like being number 1, because he probably gonna get the number 1 spot because he'll end up getting a decent team. And,
yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. I didn't write it down, but I think he's within like 100 to 200 games.
Yeah, it's like 200.
Yeah.
So like he's gonna get it. He's gonna coach 4 or 5 more years.
Yeah, that boy dope. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully his teams that he win more than 30 games in the season over the next 5 years. But you know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's got a good piece to build around with DeJounte Murray. They just got to find kind of another guy to put with them. I think he's got it's gonna be. I just have a hard time seeing Pop like not winning like 40 games in a year. Like even if they're not top of the West. They're gonna win games, So
let me see what they are right now. They
got like 31. They got 31.
Bro, you talking about fuck no, bro? They got like 23 games.
There's only like 23 games left. Yeah, they're not winning 10 of those.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, bro. Hey, be real, bro.
The West is so stacked right now. It's hard. It's hard. It's a fight every night.
No, they're not, bro. They just
the West suck.
The West trash, bro.
But they all this. I didn't mean stack. I mean like they compete with each other because I didn't mean bro. They're not stacked like that. It's the wrong word.
Yeah,
stacked is the wrong word.
3
it's 1,
teams
2, 3, and then 4 through 9
else
beat each other any night.
Yeah.
That's it. So
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
But thinking of the West standings, Joe, this just maybe like recall this episode we did with our guest Gavin.
There we go.
Gavin Hagar, and we talked about the Timberwolves and how
Come on, bro.
You were so sold that they were going to fall out the playing game, and here they are in the 7th with the winning record.
They looking good. I can't lie. They looking good.
Interesting.
Well, hey, they was Russell came back. I can tell you that. They were struggling.
Okay. I mean, sure. Keep making excuses. That's fine.
All right, bro.
Hey, they still got 20 to go. They still got 20 games to go.
Let's see who's behind them. The Clippers, the Lakers, and Portland. Ooh.
And the Lakers.
Yeah, they got a lot to worry about.
Clippers and Lakers, yeah, not that good. Right, you're right.
None of them got to win it. None of the ones I named, they didn't even got a 500 record, bro. They all 1 game or 2 games behind 500.
Yeah, they suck. You ain't won.
The Timberwolves are better than us, bro. Like, when we think we'll hear that again? The Timberwolves are better than the Lakers.
I didn't mean to bring all this up. This is going deeper. I don't want to twist the knife too much more. All right, some more injury news. Draymond looks like he's going to be back for the Warriors after the All-Star break. Does this? I mean, because right now the West is like kind of massively swung for the Suns. Like the Suns have like a almost a 7-game lead going into the All-Star break. Does Draymond coming back? Go ahead, Joe.
What about Paul? He hurt his hand. I haven't heard anything about that MRI yet.
I mean, shit. At least they got time.
I'm just saying, they got time, but if they lose Chris Paul, I mean, I know everybody not gonna look that good once Chris Paul's gone. Them shots ain't gonna look the same.
No, man, that's still
it's a big worry.
You know what I'm saying? But it'd be cool.
But my point, I mean, yeah, there's like I don't even think there's a chance they fall out of the top 3, really even top 2.
No,
but I mean, do you think in terms of like actual power rankings in the West, like thinking playoffs, going to the finals, Draymond coming back, does that kind of fix the Warriors who kind of started struggling right around when they brought Clay back? Do you think that
yes,
kind of all right?
Oh,
we're good now.
Like Draymond,
hell yeah,
his defense is nice, his ball handling, all that. Him bringing the ball to court is all good and stuff. But the bigger he brings to that team is the ability to screen and his pick and roll and be able to find. He knows how to give Steph the ball in his pocket where he needs it, his shooting pocket. Same with Clay. And the way he facilitates offensively with that team is key. And that's the one thing they're missing. That's why Steph went through that slump, because he wasn't getting them open looks and he wasn't getting them passes right in his pocket that you just pull up and shoot. That's what they need Draymond for more than anything, because they got the defense. They got so many people they can plug in and play defense. Their wing defenders are so good. Like, they're going to be straight. Wiseman coming back too. Like, I hate to say it. They scary.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Facts. Scary hours. All right. Devion?
For sure, bro. Draymond is, he really the glue to that team, bro. Like, he gonna do all the shit nobody else wants to do. He gonna get people involved. They go pick up right, bro. They go pick up right where they left off. This is where it kind of gets scary for the West. Be real, because Draymond, I hate watching him play sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, I hate watching him play sometimes. Cause he be doing some bogus shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts.
But
especially when he want to shoot, like, man.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, like, the one thing, like, Draymond, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he a bum, but the one thing he does do well, like, when he get in a game, Clay, he gonna get Clay involved, he gonna get Steph involved. They start missing shots, then you gonna hear that, yeah, put that fire underneath you. It's like he knows how to psychologically get in the player's head to make them do better. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a difference when you're on the sideline doing it, but when you in game and doing it and you catching it, I don't know, bro. I think that's gonna come in handy.
Yeah, and the one thing that Draymond does that just a lot of players, I think you'd be surprised how many players that actually could bother. Draymond does not care about getting the assist. Draymond moves the ball to move the ball for the purpose of making a better offense. He doesn't care if he gets a counting stat to go with it. And that's really hard to replace. And like you guys have both said, the chemistry he has with Clay and Steph, like he just makes that offense go just to a different level. It's hard to replace a relationship that's going on like 8 years now, 8-9 years. That's hard to replace.
Right.
So I think, I think I'm with you guys. I think it puts them right back in there with the Suns as 1A, 1B, whichever way you want to put them. I don't care. But yeah, they're right there. So last bit of news, we're going to go to a question from Jeremy, but oh man, I'm glad none of y'all are Knicks fans. So the Knicks were up 28 points on the Nets. This is the Nets with no Kyrie, no Kevin Durant, and no Ben Simmons.
They booty.
They blew a 28-point second half lead to the Nets.
I love it.
Devion, I think you're a resident Knick hater. I'll let you have the floor here.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. See, and I used to live in New York. I used to hear them talk all that shit. What happened with the Knicks is the prime example of what the Knicks stand for. Shit. They not good for shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. If it wasn't New York, bro, I was like, man, they need to sell that fucking team to somebody else. Somebody else can do something with it. I like seeing it. Every chance they lose, as long as James Dolan is the owner, I'm cool watching the Knicks lose. he stops being an owner, I start rooting for the Knicks again. Well, I ain't never rooted for them.
How they?
I start rooting
crazy.
for them.
How they? It's funny. How they the team to blow 3 20-point leads in 1 month in NBA history?
Does it shock you?
Why you got three games? You was up 20 and lost. That's pathetic, bro. No, it don't.
And that's exactly why their ass is sitting outside the plane.
And they got Tom Thibodeau, and they can't play defense. What? That's the Knicks for you, bro. They so best, bro.
As long
this is James why
Dolan is the owner, this is going to keep happening, bro. It does not matter.
It's like the GM like made all of their offseason moves
to make
without talking to the coach even a bit, or even thinking about the coach, let alone talking to him. Like,
and then they trade for Cam Reddish, and he doesn't even want Cam Reddish and won't play him.
Oh my god, it's like
that was a wasted trade. Oh, real shit. That was a wasted.
And
trade.
here our dumbasses were saying, "Good job, Knicks, by getting that trade done."
And then they didn't even move him again. They didn't even move him again. They just let him sit there.
Like
stupid.
I hope they don't ruin that boy's career, man.
They just took the Hawks' problem and let him sit on the bench. Yeah, stupid. Dumb.
So dumb.
Man, fuck them, bro. Let's go to the Jeremy question because they some bum ass.
So Jeremy asked, "What do y'all think's gonna happen with Dame?" And I'm assuming he obviously means after the season. We are past the trade deadline. The Trailblazers did a lot of trades. They didn't look like they made a ton of sense, but the Trailblazers have actually been playing better since they made those trades. So, one guy like Anthony Simons has been looking pretty good with his extended role with, Dame being out, no more CJ. He's been playing well. So, yeah, I'll let y'all start this one off. It's going to require Dame to probably say, I want out. Do you guys think he makes that move? Joe, what do you think?
I don't think he makes that move. I think he's too a fault, and I think it's stupid as hell. Because Portland,
him and Brad,
you ain't gonna win. Like, you're not winning there. They got rid of CJ. They got rid of Robert Covington. They got rid of Norman Powell. They just said, yeah, seriously. Finney Smith is dope, but he good. He has potential, but that's not enough for him and Dame. Ain't gonna make no noise.
Finney Smith just signed his extension with the Mavericks.
Yeah, I was like, but
they got Justice Winslow.
The Portland Trailblazers. They have what's the young guy's name?
It ain't him, bro. I know
it's not Smith. It's not Smith. It's Simmons. Sorry, or Simmons.
Simons. Anthony Simons.
Yeah, that's what I meant. My fault. But yeah, so he a good player, but he not nobody that him and Dame ain't no 1-2 punch to make no noise. Like, he need to dip. He just need to call it quits. But where he gonna go? Who they gonna trade him
it's so
to?
crazy. I remember a couple years ago arguing with motherfuckers about some Yusuf Nurkic. And they're talking about how he's one of the best centers in the league. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all are watching.
No defense. And his progression though, like he did have 1 year though where he was like 20-10, like he was dominating some game like a year, and then he got hurt.
You know what the fuck he reminds me of? He's a dope. He's a better version of Enes Kanter.
Damn.
I don't even want to bring that dumbass up.
You talking about Enes Freedom?
Yeah.
Freedom. Bro, I hate that man. I can't stand that man.
Yeah, he got his little photo op with Ted Cruz the other day. It was really cute.
Oh, did he? Mm-hmm. He still ain't trying to get his daddy out of prison though. He got a lot to say around in China, but he gonna let his dad rot in prison.
Yeah, he's just a walking contradiction.
But. Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, no, I think Dame should get out because Joe, like you said, no one's gonna go sign there.
No,
and like I don't like the thing of like, oh, it's Portland, so no one's gonna sign there, because you could have said that about Milwaukee, but Giannis is getting people to want to come there. I don't enjoy saying this because I like Dame a lot, but Dame's just not that guy. Like, Dame is like a guy. Like, he is a guy. But like Giannis is in like that LeBron, KD. It doesn't matter where they go. KD could have got people to go play for Oklahoma City. Right? Like, people aren't just gonna go line up to play with Dame. Like, Dame's dope. Like, he's dope as a basketball player, dope as a person, like just dope all the way around. But you're not gonna go play with Dame. Like, that's not the move you're gonna make.
5 inches too short.
too short, doesn't play defense.
No
defense.
defense.
Like, and at the end of the day, he's still like a pretty inefficient scorer. Like he'll make some big shots. He'll have a lot of nice highlights. But he never got to being like that 47% field goal percentage type of guy, putting up those big numbers. He's always kind of been in that 40%. And that makes a difference. But okay. Good question. Thank you, Germ. Let's go to MVP or not to MVP though. DeMar DeRozan. Refresh. We've done it before, but we got about 60 games of the NBA season down. We're about 3/4 of the way through. Does DeMar DeRozan, now not that he has to be like your number one choice, but I'll say we'll cut this at like top 3. Is he like top 3 deserving of votes? Devion?
Ooh, that's tough,
Talk
brother.
to me, Devion. Talk to me.
Ooh, that's tough. Top 3?
I mean, whatever you guys, just define what you're going to say. Like, if you're going to say he deserves being in the conversation, I think, is that top 3, top 5, top 4? Like, what is that? I'm going to personally use top 3.
Based on what the MVP is supposed to be based
not
off
if he's going to win it. We're not going to come back with receipts afterwards. Like, oh, well, he didn't get third most votes.
This dude trying to turn into a writer.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just being real, like, what it's supposed to be like, how helpful you are to your team, your stats, and all that shit like that. He should be. But I just don't think he was supposed to.
You're saying top 3? Top 3?
Yeah, bro. He took them weekend. Look at what the fuck he did with the Bulls, and he's the number 1 option.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah, bro. I think so, bro. Wins, ranking in the East, points, stats, it don't matter, all his everything. And you thought he was gonna be a bum. Like everybody, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people counted him out. Top
Joe?
3, I can say that.
Damn, man. That sucks. I know. I want to hate, but I'm sitting here looking like, man, he top 3.
You can't deny it.
He top 3. Because I mean, like KD hurt. If KD weren't hurt, it'd be a different story. But KD hurt.
Yeah.
LeBron balling, but he a 9 seed. Jokic balling, but they not that good either. Like, yeah, like you said, he matters. If you take him off the Bulls, they got 20 wins. So yeah, you gotta put him on there. He top 3. Yeah, I hate to say it. He probably 2.
I'm shocked by this. I thought we were gonna have a bunch of disagreement on this. But I agree.
It's hard not to.
He gotta be in there.
Because
Here's my thing. You got all these excuses for some of these guys, right? Like Jokic. Oh, well, no Murray, no MPJ. The Bulls have been dealing not maybe to that extent. Like Levine's been there most of the time. Vucevic's been, but like Caruso's missed a bunch of time. Patrick Williams has missed a bunch of time. Like they've had key role players missing for like the last like 2 months, and they're tied for the best record in the East. They're in second by a tiebreaker. Like I like when we talked about this at the beginning of the year, I said yes, he deserves it. I did not think he would be able to sustain this, and he sustained it. Like he's not my number 1. Like he's not my number 1. I think Giannis or Jokic should be number 1, but he's definitely my 3rd.
Jokic number 1,
bro. He's got the Nuggets.
He's so
like
good,
10,
bro.
He's got the Nuggets like 10 games over 500 with playing with fucking
me
and Joe out there.
That's a fact. Yeah, he a big man doing that. I'll give you that. No, you right. I just don't like the Nuggets, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I be hating on the Nuggets.
Bro, like fuck Jokic, but he deserves
the
MVP. He's really fucking good at basketball. At the end of the day.
Ogre looking ass. He shot for sure.
All right, so let's go. Do they belong? This team recently just got their 9-game win streak snapped. The Boston Celtics. Devion, I know you love the Celtics.
Belong where?
In the trash can?
Contenders. Contenders in the East.
You know what he gonna say.
Bro. Boston Celtics, bro. They just they're a regular season team, bro. Yeah, it might seem cool now, but fucking noise. Who they gonna really beat?
I mean,
they ain't beat
Facts.
nobody. Like
facts. They beat the
beat
76ers by 48.
Ooh,
boy, they
right
smacked the dog shit out of them.
But they made like 50 threes, dog. They made so many threes. It was ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. In 7 games, that's not happening. It's not happening. And once the 76ers get and they groove everything, figure out like their real style of play, like how James and then B really work. That's a cakewalk, bro. They not beating nobody. Hey, if they play Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? Might be all right. You know what I'm saying? And they still gonna lose.
They're gonna lose.
Not fucking with Miami. I mean, not fucking with Miami at all. Sorry. Milwaukee, no. Philly, they not gonna be fucking with them in the playoffs. Chicago, depending on who show up, they ain't beat nobody worth talking, bro.
Brooklyn,
fun to watch. I didn't even want to mention them. I'm just being real with you. Like, we know they not gonna beat them.
Facts.
All right, Joe.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
Come on. So they trade Dennis Schroeder away and get Daniel Theis, where the hell his name back.
Theis.
And that's supposed to Theis, whatever. Whatever his name is, he ain't that good at basketball to make an impact for the Celtics. All right.
They was happy.
Do they got a point guard?
Joe, hold on. Can I just tell y'all a story about Celtics Twitter real quick? Because you brought up Daniel Theis. This is forever.
They love that man.
Back to the bubble season.
The Heat
and the Heat in the Celtics matchup right in the Eastern Conference Finals. There was like I can't remember who it was, but it was like one of like the bigger like voices of Celtics like media was going through like the starting lineup matchups, and he said Daniel Theis, Bam, wash. It was like Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler, like Tatum, like he's like going through. He said Bam, Daniel Theis, wash. So that's what they think of. Daniel
they really
Theis,
love that man. That's crazy.
Yeah, they think that boy's a god. Crazy. That's why.
This ain't white man can't jump. Dog. What the hell? Come on. That's they. I hate to say it because I love Jason Tatum. They're exactly where they belong. Y'all had all
you need to get him out of there.
Y'all had all the opportunities to put a good team around y'all. Y'all can't get a point guard. I don't understand how you can't find a point guard. You got 2 wing players who can shoot the ball and create their own shot, but you constantly try to get a ball dominant point guard. Y'all at where y'all belong. Y'all really think y'all gonna win with Al Horford as your big man? It ain't happening. Y'all get what y'all get. Y'all 5 years.
Y'all seen him throw that. Y'all seen him throw that Embiid double step back bullshit 3 back in his face.
Oh my
Fuck you, man.
That's when I knew it was over for the Celtics, bro. When they gave Al.
When they traded for Al Horford again,
I knew it was over, bro. It was over.
They 5 years behind. They need to do something different. Like
this boy's 67 years old, bro. You gave this boy $1 billion for what reason, bro? Like,
exactly.
What impact he gonna really make, bro? Come on.
And you know what the messed up part is? Brad Stevens ain't gonna get none of the blame because now he in the front office. They're gonna let him chill up there. They're just gonna get a new coach.
I still don't think they should have picked him up, but hey, it is what it is.
They should have done a lot of things.
I ain't think they blew 30 fucking first round picks. Like who does this?
You can't say they blew the picks though. Like they did, the picks were their hits.
Bro,
Tatum and Brown were the hits.
But they ain't won nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. They've literally got 2 young players that look good that are either gonna leave or they're gonna have to trade because they're not gonna win with them.
All right, so here's
and they don't like each other. They don't even like playing with each other.
Like, I think they do. But they're obviously not contenders for all the reasons you guys just named. Like, and it's mostly just the teams that are ahead of them. Like, could they beat the Bulls? Maybe, but probably not. Like, I would give them maybe like a 15% chance of beating the Bulls. Like, and that's probably the team I'll give them the best shot against the teams that are like above them. Like, and actually just by matchups, I think they actually are like not the best matchup for my Heat, but like 7-game series, like we've seen this before.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, they're done. Like they're done.
6 games, maybe.
Right. Yeah. 6 games maybe. I will say though, Joe, the one thing I want to give you a little pushback on is the point guard thing. I mean, how many point guards is Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown going to run through? You know, like they haven't been like not talented point guards. You had Kyrie Irving, you had Kemba Walker. You know, I mean, Schroeder's not
Walker
elite.
was shot and hurt. That didn't count. Kyrie was hurt too.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, at some point,
they
like,
run him away.
if those two are like those guys, then
fair.
Even if those guys are in like a lesser form, those guys is like a third option in a lesser form is still really good. So like they got. I think Tatum and Brown got to share a little bit of that blame. They got to figure those like their dynamic out first. I think
if they had Ricky Rubio, they would be good.
Yeah, they need somebody like that. They should have been the team to trade for Rondo. They should have brought Rondo back,
something like
to
that.
Boston.
No chance. Rondo would have blew that up, bro.
No, I was just saying you don't need
off on them. Like, come on, bro. You know, Jason Tatum. They need
that. Yeah.
But you think they gonna listen?
They ain't got no choice. Like, if you want to get better, bro?
Here's the thing. Like, they don't take it from like a Marcus Smart because Marcus Smart, what the fuck have you won? But Rondo done that a couple times.
Celtics legend, maybe.
So you know what I'm saying? Like that, they needed someone like that. But okay, let's go to panic time.
They need a really good big man and a decent point guard, like you said. They should have went.
Devion trying to stall right here.
Are you talking about? You talking about the panic we about to talk about? The team we about to talk about need the same damn thing.
Panic button. It's the Lakers. Are we panicking? Are the Lakers done? When I say panic, like done, not even going to make it out the play-in game. That's the level of panic I want to know if we're at. Obviously, they're not going to be in the top 3 or whatever. Like that ship sailed a long fucking time ago. But I want to know: are you panicking so much that you think that they won't even make the actual playoffs? Play-in tournament is their ceiling. That's what I want to know for you guys, Joe. I feel like you got an answer ready for me.
They're not dead yet. They're flopping. They're like a fish that you just hooked out the water and put on the land. They flopping still. They not paralyzed all the way. They still got a little oxygen left in them. So they're gonna make the play-in. They may win the play-in.
Will they get out the play-in?
Yeah, they'll get out the play-in. LeBron not
give me
losing.
A percentage. Give me a confidence percent. I want a percentage. Confidence they get out the play-in.
Don't say no bullshit either.
60. And that's just because of LeBron. LeBron is not going. LeBron in one game. You tell me it's a one-game situation to get into the playoffs. LeBron not losing unless everybody else just don't show up like they ain't showed up all year. That's why I said 60%. Like
he gotta win 2 games. He gonna have to win 2-3 games, ain't he?
Depends on
the seed.
Yeah, I'm saying it because they're gonna be like 10 seed. So
if they gotta win 2 games, it's a wrap. Yeah, if they gotta win 2 games, we might as well scale them and cut them open. Throw them on the grill.
I mean, but not really. Like if you think about the teams that are like in the play-in right now, it's like Portland, Minnesota, like Minnesota Clippers and Minnesota. Like I think the Lakers probably could win 2 of those. Like I don't think they're like dead.
That's why
if they're like 9 or 10, like I'm not saying they automatically will win them, but they easily could win them as well.
Now, what if Paul George come back? What if Paul George come back? They beating the Clippers with Paul George.
Bro, we've seen it. We've seen this before. We've seen this story before.
Oh man, I'm just.
They better off without Paul George right now.
If they lost in Crypto Arena to the Clippers in a play-in game,
it's possible, bro. All right, so panic button.
Not possible.
Yeah, I hit it a long time ago. Yes,
they suck.
Like real shit, because it's like.
I need sound effects on this thing. Do I got sound effects?
Bro, I had my easy button too, and I can't find it.
Mellow, dramatic music like the Titanic slowly sinking.
Bro, I think it's too much we got to figure out in the next couple of months. And then on top of that, one of the most important pieces keeps getting hurt.
And on paper, they got the hardest schedule.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So, no, schedule's hard. AD can't stay healthy. My boy Westbrook. I hope this is the time right now for him to figure it out. If he figures it out right now, all right, we got a little bit of hope. But LeBron is LeBron. But I'm just saying, like, bro, like, I think we can. Realistically, I'm cool with that 60%. Like, because I don't think we're gonna go to the 10th seed. We might be like 9, and we can sneak in there. You know what I'm saying? But once we get in there, it's barbecue chicken, bro. We gonna get swept.
What if they play the Suns again in the first round after they get in?
We get swept.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Or the Grizzlies. You may have a chance against the Grizzlies. Maybe. Just
we're
because
going
they're
to
young.
win one game against the Grizzlies.
Damn.
Like real shit, like, bro, look at the way we're playing. Even if we do play well, everybody hurt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's it. If we didn't have these injuries and we could just like figure it out, I wouldn't press that panic button. But this boy's out 4 weeks.
At least. Reevaluated in 4 weeks.
And that was, bro.
I'm telling you right now.
And the messed up part was there was nobody's
The best thing for the Lakers. The best thing for the Lakers is to just call the season over.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, the Lakers need chemistry. Like they need to figure out like a way to be successful. Like part of their issue this whole year has been LeBron missing games and AD's missing games. Then Melo miss a game, Ariza miss a game. Nunn still hasn't played. Like you got all these missing pieces going in and out. They've never established their identity. How do the Lakers win? So you got 20 games left in the regular season. The Lakers have to come up with the Lakers way to win. That way is for at least 4 weeks not going to include Anthony Davis. Fuck it. You're done. At the very least, bring him off the bench as he will dominate a second unit, but nothing more than that. You don't I don't think the Lakers are winning shit this year. Right? Like I honestly don't think they're winning shit. Yes. One for himself, because the last thing you need is Anthony Davis to rush a lower leg ankle injury back and then do something to his Achilles, right? Like, because right now that's the first thing that I thought of. So just sit him down. Russ, you gotta be Russ now. Like, we can't have this bullshit, like,
please,
clanking 3 things off the side of the back, 3 shots at the side of the backboard. Like, we need Russ. Like, cool, you might turn the ball over 4 or 5 times a game. Fine. But we need 20, Lakers need 25 points.
Not happening.
10 rebounds, 10 assists. Like, they need that guy. There's no reason why it can't happen.
No, it can switch. He can switch it on.
It's because this is why players shouldn't go home. This is why players should never play in their hometown.
It has everything to do with the team around him is bullshit.
He's playing like ass. He's playing. That's true. He's playing his average. He's playing his career average. So you're probably right about that. He's doing exactly what he always does.
Like he doesn't have the people that he usually can flip the ball to.
That's
like
fair.
Russ himself is like somewhere between like Harden and like your more standard point guard. He's not really a true offense initiator. He's a
shooter guard, really.
Give me the ball and I will make a play, and then usually that play is me scoring. But you got to have people to space the floor so he doesn't have to go over 3-4 people at the rim.
That's a good point.
The Lakers don't do that. So put a team out there, go small, put as much shooting as the Lakers can fucking muster up out there with them and LeBron, and those two play off each other. I want to see Russ with the ball, LeBron screening, rolling to the rim, popping. Either one. I want to see that until teams figure out a way to stop.
We finna see Russ, LeBron, and Austin Reeves for the rest of the season. Ain't that a shame?
Well,
I'm cool with that though. Austin Reeves is nice though.
I know, but come on, bro. He cannot be he shouldn't be our third best option. Like, Malik Monk's the third best option right now. It's sad.
First of all, Malik Monk, Austin Reeves, they're not options. They are receive a pass.
Role players.
That's my point.
They are catch and shoot. Your third best option is Carmelo Anthony in terms of just get the ball to let him go get a bucket.
Oh yeah, that's fair. To go get a bucket, that's fair.
Hey, Will,
but he's been hurt.
Shit, bro. GM Will, hey, bro, like,
don't give me no credit for GM Will on the goddamn Lakers. Y'all fucking suck,
bro. They really for real shit, bro. They do need to just sit Anthony Davis, bro, because they gonna fuck.
Just sit him down, bro.
They need to, bro. Because, bro, let's be real. You only bring players like that back when you think you can win. We ain't winning nothing, bro. There's
not a damn thing.
way. So you gonna risk his, bro, man.
Like either way you want to do it. If you want to trade him in the offseason, you don't want him hurt. If you want to keep him and like find a way to retool around this team, you still don't want him hurt. Like you need to just cut all the noise, cut all the bullshit.
You get rid of his trade value on it. Hey, bro, you know what? Hey, shout out to Miami Heat, bro. Second team.
Never.
Shout out to Miami Heat.
First of all, Joe, you need to show some respect for the team that's gotten LeBron James the majority of his rings.
Never.
All right?
Hey, LeBron gave them the majority of their rings.
No, Dwayne Wade did that.
Yeah, Will. What was bro talking about when we said the Heat was gonna be like 1 and 2? What was bro talking about again?
I said it was gonna be close there.
You said, I think Joe did say like 4. I want to say. I think
like
Joe said 4.
I know,
I said
bro.
Brooklyn. I said Brooklyn Bucks, Heat, Bulls is what I said.
No, you definitely no one had the Bulls at 4.
Fuck no,
I promise you, I had the Bulls up there.
You had the Bulls in the playoffs, but you didn't have them at 4. I had the Bulls the highest at 5 or 6.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's all no.
Put some bullshit Philly up there. You know how you do, Joe.
Oh, I definitely put Philly up there. Probably. I'll probably put Philly up.
Right, let's go start sit cut. We're doing start sit cut. We're doing teams edition. So these teams are all kind of fighting for relevance in their respective conferences. So first, we're going to start with the East. We got one, like the team has been just a surprise all year. Another team we've already talked about a little bit that went and got hot, and another team that's been playing a lot better lately. So we are going to go Cavaliers, Celtics, Raptors. Start, sit, cut. Think in terms of playoffs, tough out, maybe surprise somebody, upset somebody. That's kind of the mindset we're going with these teams.
Ooh.
So Cavaliers, Celtics, Raptors. Devion, I want your opinion first.
I'm cutting Toronto off back. Because if we talking about playoffs, bro, like all the main, players that were really made some noise in the playoffs, they gone. I don't think, and I'd rather take Boston experience and over Toronto. Shit.
Talking himself out of it.
Man, it's tough, bro.
I had to think about that. Start.
Again, we're saying Boston. Playoffs. We're talking playoff mentality.
Boston.
So you got Boston and the Raptors who have playoff experience. Barely anybody on the Cavs does. But they've been playing the best out of all three during the regular season.
And they got rid of Rubio.
Yeah, but they brought in Rondo.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's why I said that was a good trade-off. I would start Boston.
Wow.
Yeah. Start Boston.
Coming from Devion, that means a lot.
Yeah. Because if we really think in terms of like real shit, we think in terms of like the playoffs, bro. Toronto is not that same Toronto team.
No,
we're not gonna hang up. They got Siakam. Cool.
Scotty Barnes.
I mean, I think we would all agree that Boston has the best player.
Yeah. I just think if I put Boston and Toronto and the Cavs against the same teams, I'm gonna bank more on Brown and Tatum than the rest of those players with experience. So I start them. I probably sit the Cavaliers, and I'm not saying this with confidence either, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It's just they have been playing so well, bro, and then they got enough momentum. It's just like, how do they snap that? You know what I'm saying? Toronto,
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like right now, the Cavs would host a playoff series.
Yeah.
That's got to count for something. Like they're 2.5 out of first.
Crazy. And real shit, the way it's set up, like shit, what is it? Boston have to play Philly. Ooh. And then the Cleveland.
I mean, let's not go that deep. Let's not go that deep because these could all change obviously dramatically.
Yeah, Boston, I will start. I sit the Cavs, and I'm cutting Toronto.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah.
This is easy to me. I'm starting the Cavs. I like the fact that they got 4 power forwards who can stretch the floor. They play defense, and they're going to be able to rebound in a playoff series. My only concern is how many points they can put up in a playoff series, but I'm not worried about their defense, and they're going to be able to rebound. I think that's going to be key in a playoff series. So I'm going to start them. I'm going to sit the Celtics because they got more scoring than the Raptors. I like the Raptors a lot. I think they got a lot of young talent. I like Scotty Barnes, but all they got is defense. They don't have nobody who can get their own bucket for real. And I think you can shut down Pascal Siakam because he's really their main option. So I'm going to take the Celtics because they got more offensive threats. I know they don't have the cohesion like I would want them to have, and they just so inconsistent, but they got more offense than the Raptors. So I'm going to take the Celtics. I'm going to sit the Celtics and cut the Raptors.
Okay. I like it. We're going to have 3 different fucking lineups. I love it. I'm starting the Cavs. I'm benching the Raptors, and I'm cutting the fuck out the Celtics. Look, now part of my mindset might be a little fueled by some dumbass Celtics fan that tried to talk some shit to me on Twitter. That's fine. Just had to hit him with the Bam block from the playoffs, but it's all good. No, I think the Cavs. The thing with the Cavs, Joe, and you hit the nail on the head. That defense, playoff ready right now. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. That's like they have a championship level defense. Championship level defense. Now the offense. I don't trust any of their offensive players except Garland to really be able to get me a bucket. And Garland's a little undersized, and we know undersized guys struggle a little more in the playoffs. So that's my only worry with them, though. But these 3 teams all have flaws. Right, like we didn't talk about the Sixers or the Heat or the Nets or the Bucks, or the Bulls. Like we didn't talk about them for a reason. Like they're in a different category. So the reason I'm sitting the Raptors over the Celtics is purely coaching. I think the Celtics are slightly more talented, top heavy for sure, but slightly more talented because of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. But Nick Nurse is a championship-winning coach. He always gets the most out of his players. I think he's a top 3 coach in the NBA. And I'm blanking. Joe, help me out. Celtics head coach. I'm blanking on his name. New guy.
African.
Yeah.
Bombaye. That's I have no idea, dog. I'm blanking. Ayoko? So I have no idea.
I don't even know.
I keep wanting to say Udoka, but I don't think that's right.
Udoka, something like that. You're right. It's something like that.
Anyways,
we should know this.
He might become like one of the better coaches in the NBA, but I don't think he's quite there yet. And at the end of the day, Siakam, Fred VanVleet, like Fred.
That's that boy right there. I'll give you that.
Like man,
it is Udoka. Udoka. You was right.
Okay, Will. But no, Fred VanVleet could be shooting 2 of 20 for the game. 4th quarter, minute left. I just think it's going in. I think it's going in. Like he's just got that kind of clutch factor to him. So Scotty Barnes has been very impressive. I think should be the rookie of the year. Probably won't get it because he's not going to have all the counting stats. But
Mobley will get it.
Or Cade's coming on pretty strong lately. Options. Devion, your preseason pick.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Isn't Giddey? Is Giddey a rookie?
Yeah, Giddey's a rookie as well.
Josh Giddey, he's gonna get that. Josh Giddey need to get
cool
that.
At first, this boy is a bomb. I was completely
that British ass dude. Yeah, if I saw him walk into the
Australian,
rec, Australian.
That boy disrespectful.
But no, so yeah, the Celtics and Raptors are close to me. I think they're both pretty flawed, but I just trust the DNA of the Raptors more than I trust the DNA of the Celtics. That's why I'm going to sit.
That's fair.
Sit them over the Celtics.
But
Joe, shout out to you. Shout out to you for being a fucking smart guy and picking the Cavs. Devion,
all right, look. I'll give you that. Because I don't.
No, I won't hear none of that. I'll give you what
it's too late. It's too late.
I'm just saying, I ain't never seen them do shit in the playoffs. So it's a coin flip. No matter how good they playing.
They were down 3-1 against the Cavs or against the Golden State Warriors.
But I'm just saying, we've seen this time and time again. Regular season teams going to fucking playoffs.
Might be missing a key guy from that roster.
Right. Just two. Just two.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to the West. The West version. The Memphis Grizzlies.
Hope y'all right.
The Utah Jazz and the Dallas Mavericks.
Bro, this is gonna be a 1-2-3.
Devion.
We all gonna agree.
Yeah, I'm fuck Utah. I'm starting Memphis.
Thanks.
I don't want to sit Utah, but I'm gonna sit Utah and I'm gonna cut down. And the reason I'm saying that because Dallas, like Luka is that guy, but I'm still not sold. He found out how to win when it counts. I'm not sold on it yet. Like regular season, yeah, he makes some big plays. Like this year, he done did his shit, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? He done made some big plays.
Man's been balling the last 2 months.
But when I saw last year in the playoffs or something, and I seen like, yeah, mentally it's just like, but it looks like they mentally exhausted this dude, and I'm just like, you can't be weak like that in the playoffs. Like this is when you gotta turn it on. Like, but
nobody care about you getting tired. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not betting against Ja, bro. At this point, bro, I can't bet against him. Like, and Utah, I don't fucking like Utah, bro. But it's Donovan Mitchell. It's kind of hard to go against him. I've seen what he does in the playoffs. He'll put a team on his back, you know, and they got D-Wade who can, you know, and I
D-Wade sitting on the bench. D-Wade ain't playing.
But it don't matter. But it's a difference when he's not playing.
D-Wade not playing.
A player is receptive to what he's actually saying.
You know what D-Wade's telling Donovan Mitchell? Demand that trade to Miami next offseason.
Exactly. That's exactly what he's saying.
He needs to. But I'm just saying, like, when D-Wade feeds that man information, it translates to points.
I hope so.
And some other shit.
Who talking to Rudy Gobert?
Come on, bro. Hey, bro.
Hey, your boy LeBron straight abused that man in that game.
Beat him down.
Past Sunday,
beat him down.
I like it.
Hey, that was a nice little win for your Lakers, though.
Beat him down.
Ooh, one little win.
Right.
But let's be realistic, bro.
I'm starting the Grizzlies, like you said, Ja, that team. Desmond Bane playing defense. Steven Adams finally came around and figured out that pick and roll with Ja is just filthy. It's nasty. They gonna be good. Grit and grind is back. Yeah. So they starting them. Easily to me, Utah, I'm cutting Utah. Like, come on, man. We done seen this in the playoffs 3 years in a row. Y'all had the best record if you want to. We gonna isolate Rudy Gobert and we gonna get buckets. So at the end of the day, you can't win with Rudy Gobert as your second best player in a 7-game series. It's a wrap. Donovan Mitchell can have some nights. He can score 50. He can score 40, but he ain't doing it for 7 straight games. So y'all gotta go. And I like what the Mavericks. But I like what they did in the trade deadline. I like that the add of Spencer Dinwiddie. That gives you. He didn't play well with the Wizards, but that gives you another ball handler who can. He proved that he can get buckets when he was with Brooklyn.
And Davis Bertans.
And Bertans ain't done shit either since he got paid. But that's another shooter. All he does is shoot. He don't do nothing else.
Well, but the Wizards just stopped playing him
because he wasn't doing nothing.
The
Wizards trying to do too much. The Wizards trying to. The Wizards trying to be somebody that they weren't ready to be. That cohesion wasn't
working. Yeah, that cohesion was not working. And I think Spencer Dinwiddie is going to be huge for them because Luka, like we've been saying, Luka get tired in that second half of games because he got to do too much. So I think that was a huge addition. I mean, losing Porzingis kind of sucks a little bit, but it just wasn't working. So I think the Mavs made the right pieces. Exactly. I think they just made the right pieces to give Luka a little rest. I got a little bit of faith that they can make some noise and win a playoff round.
But you can't rest him in the playoffs. That's the point.
Like, you don't have to rest him. You don't have to have him dribble the ball up the court constantly, though, now, because you got Spencer Dinwiddie. When you didn't have Luka dribbling the ball up the court, they had
Jalen Brunson has really come into his own this year.
But in the playoffs last year, they had Tim Hardaway Jr. can't be your second option as somebody dribbling the ball up the court. But now you got more options, and I think that's going to work out for him.
Man.
Okay, so wow, this is.
I hope you're right, bro. I really hope you're right. I want Luka to shine. I hope you're right.
This is making me uncomfortable, but I'm gonna agree with Joe.
Yeah, I'm smart.
I hear you.
I'm starting Memphis easily. I'm cutting the fuck out of Utah. You know, I hate to do it to my boy D-Wade, but the one thing that I think we got to give Jason Kidd a lot of credit for this. Because Dallas last year was terrible defensively. They're the second best defensive team in the NBA this year.
Max Kleber ain't no joke either.
But he's been there. He's always been a really good defender.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's always been a good defender. He's very smart.
He really is. I hate to say it, dude, kind of good.
Hey.
Yeah,
sometimes the white boy can be a good defender. God damn it, we're not always the ones that have to get picked on.
Everybody's gonna try to dunk on his head though.
They're gonna try it, but it might not go so well for him. But like you guys said, like Ja Morant and the Grizzlies are like really a separate level. Just they hadn't done it yet, so it didn't feel right not including them in this list. But yeah, Joe, I agree with your take on the trade too. At the end of the day, Porzingis is way better, and I think the Mavs should have found a way to make him more useful, but they didn't, and it wasn't working. So they cut bait, moved on. Spencer Dinwiddie, and Devion, this is what you're missing on the Dinwiddie part. Dinwiddie doesn't have to be like a 25-point guy or anything, but first and second quarter, Luka doesn't have to go 1,000% from the jump. Dinwiddie can get other guys involved. Jalen Brunson needs to have a bigger role, and I think he's done a terrible job coaching. Jason Kidd has done a good job of giving Brunson a bigger role. I think that he earned probably a little earlier last year than he should have had it going into the playoffs. They got a lot of different. They got 3 different guys that are legit playmakers between Luka, Dinwiddie, and Brunson. All you need is Dinwiddie and Brunson to give you a quarter and a half of playmaking, and to have Luka just do 2.5 quarters, mostly in the second half. That's all you need.
I ain't saying y'all wrong about that, but I'm just saying like I'm not counting for 7 fucking games. I'm just keeping it G. Like Brunson, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm impressed with bro. I'm really impressed with like him because I didn't think he's gonna be nearly as good as he is right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I get it. Like, I'm not picking the Mavs to upset the Grizzlies or the Suns or the Warriors. But are you picking the fucking Jazz too?
No.
Like that's what we're comparing them to.
Yeah, because
we're not comparing them to the Suns.
I think it's just honestly, I think if I'm keeping it G with you, bro, I think Utah and Dallas is the same fucking team. When it comes to the playoff. But it's just like 1A and 1B, bro.
Here's why I disagree.
You know what I'm saying?
The Jazz in the regular season, they have such a good defensive rating, yada, yada, yada. But it's all because they game plan on funneling everything to Gobert. When you get to the playoffs, teams are like, okay, yeah, bet, please. Yeah. Please make Gobert the focal point. Like their whole regular season scheme and strategy literally is their downfall in the playoffs. They have to play good teams every game.
I hate
the Mavericks don't do that. So that's why I think that the Mavericks are a bigger threat to other people. We've been going at it for about an hour, almost an hour and 15 minutes, though.
Yeah,
let's get to choosing some love or some violence. I think we only had like 1 or 2 followers the whole time. Y'all could, next week let's go a little more. But love or violence, fellas? Joe?
I'm taking violence, and I'm putting my laser beam sights on street clothes. Anthony Davis. Hey, I get it. There's such thing as bad luck when it comes to injuries, but when it's consistent, when it's every damn year, you ain't ever played 82 games every year. At some point, I gotta put it on the player. What are you doing? Why are you not taking care of your body? Everything can't be a fluke injury. I know you had a growth spurt and big men get hurt. Joel Embiid figured it out. He was hurt a lot early on. He done figured it out. He ain't been hurt yet this year. He looked like
he hurt his knee.
He was hurt a little bit. You're right. What was it, like 10 games?
No, I ain't gonna stop when he's trying to
damn, come on, man. Yeah, come on. You know what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, Anthony Davis, the injuries, at some point we're gonna start looking at you. You're too damn soft. Why you keep falling on the ground? How come you go up for a rebound? You've been playing basketball all your life, and you go up, nobody near you, and you roll your ankle? Like, bro, why are you so fucking paper thin soft? Like, did the wind blow you when you jumped in the air? Like, at some point, we got to put it on you. Are you not working on your core?
Do you think it's like in his head, maybe? Like real shit, just like real talk.
Yes.
Like, do you think like when he goes up, because like you're right, Joe, like there really wasn't anybody that close to him. Like
nobody was
just
close to him.
Just gets I don't know, like almost too conscious of people that could be around him or something. Like
he
something
always
like
falls. You're right. He always
like I
falling.
get it. Like as a person who's about to have their second knee surgery now, like I get it. Like once I had the first one, I was much more like in my head, like jumping in like tight spaces. Like I get it. Like that's almost what it feels like with him because it's just like,
It's
man,
insane. It's awful.
like the times that he gets hurt and like the way that he jumps and lands, it just doesn't. It looks unnatural the way that
nobody's by this man every time he gets fucking hurt. Like he
every
went
time
up and turned around and fucked. I was like, this dude broke his ankle.
it looks so bad too. It looks so bad. I watched that video like 20 times. Like,
man, I was
bro,
scared it was gonna be like a Paul George, Gordon Hayward type thing.
I thought something was broken.
That shit was like
Achilles,
sideways.
or it was. I'm just. It's because they put that shit on him when he left New Orleans.
Yeah, that voodoo. They threw some chicken bones on the ground.
That's
no, bro. Something's going on. You ain't want.
All right, Devion.
Violence. Lakers.
Bang bang.
Lakers.
I'm
doing a whole fuck. Everybody except LeBron and Austin Reeves. He even doing decent. Like, which is like.
You can put Stanley Johnson in that thing a little bit too.
Man, fuck them. Like all them, bro. Like I'm talking about, bro.
They so bad.
I've been waiting for the Lakers to be consistently good for so long. And we got a ring, and then we come this. My boy Westbrook come to the land, bro. And I'm just like Will said, went the best fit, but I'm like, bro, they can figure this shit out, bro.
LeBron can figure it out, no?
They can figure it out. Westbrook looked like a rookie. AD can't stay healthy. LeBron is in God mode, but it doesn't mean shit because ain't nobody else around him. And then we got a bunch of C-list, D-list fucking celebrity players and can't name, and unless you're a Lakers fan, you can't name half these fucking players. And we can't even win a game, bro. Like, as a Lakers fan, bro, this is heartbreaking to watch. Like, I'm talking about, like, what did we do to deserve this is what I'm trying to figure out. What did we do,
Baby
Will?
Bust.
I don't know, man.
Baby Bust.
And I don't want to get on him. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. Will been knowing me for a long time, and he knows how I feel about him. I am not going to even get on the buses right now because they've been fucking this organization. They got lucky that one time with LeBron. They really got lucky because we really been a sorry-ass organization since Big Bus died. So,
matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to add on to your violence. How the hell they going to take away this season tickets of Jerry West? Look, they text his wife. They didn't even call the man. They text his wife and said,
the logo.
No longer get season tickets to the Lakers games.
He got you, Shaq, and he drafted you, and he traded for Kobe. Like, he don't get no type of respect for this.
Insane.
Like,
insane. That's why they deserve to be where they at. That's what they deserve.
Bro, it's karma, bro. It gotta be karma, bro. All the years I was shit talking, bro. It gotta be me, bro. It gotta be because I was talking big shit. I'm talking forever. Like, yeah, bro. Lakers, bro. If they don't make the playoffs, bro, and I'm saying this, bro, like, I'm putting they ass on ice for at least half the season next year.
Devion, I know you said you're adopting the Heat as your second team. I'm just telling you, bro, this is a little glimpse into psychology. I'm no psychologist, but when you leave an abusive relationship,
don't go into another one.
And then you go into another relationship that actually treats you right, you might not ever go back.
Oh, I'm getting a jersey. I'm sending her now.
Oh, no.
I'm
You gonna get a Heat jersey?
Yeah, you think I'm playing. I'm in my mind, I'm trying to figure out which player I'm getting a jersey for. And I'm gonna get the hardest fucking jersey that I can get to. Think I'm playing? You think I'm? You think I'm playing? I'm literally gonna get like 2 or 3 of them bitches. Like it's gonna look like I'm gonna
have a hero jersey, a Bam jersey.
Oh yeah, thank you, Joe. Thank you. That's actually the player I'm gonna get because Hero's gonna be my guy. It's over, bro.
That's a shame.
It's cool.
All right, I'm gonna bring some love to the end of our show here. I'm choosing love. For a rookie that is just not getting enough appreciation in my mind, we got the Rising Stars game I think going on right now as we're live. Cam Thomas.
Friday.
Cam Thomas has been fucking balling this year. Why is he not in the game? They even had a shot to put him in it again. They had an injury replacement. They put some fucking what did they put? Kuminga or something like. I mean, Kuminga's a nice player. They get a lot of nice guys playing in there, but Cam Thomas is balling on a winning team.
Yep.
On a winning team. He hit the shot of shots against the Knicks the other night to cement the comeback. Like I don't get it. Like, I thought the Rising Stars game was supposed to show off, like, the actual best young players. Not just go of, like, bullshit. Like, because, like, Cam Thomas obviously not going to win no Rookie of the Year or anything like that. Like, he's not going to get the minutes. He's not going to get the opportunity because he's got real fucking stars on his team.
Exactly.
Let him have a moment in this game where he can actually show out, like, no, like, I'm better than most of y'all. Just let me remind y'all real quick, I'm better than most of y'all. I'm going to go back to my role, though. On my team that's going to be a fucking menace in the Eastern Conference. Like, I don't know. I think he deserves some love. He's been hooping all year. I've noticed him every single time the Nets have played the Heat. You know, the games that I obviously watched the Nets the closest. And I've noticed him every single time. Makes big shots. He had a really shitty turnover in our most recent game. Because Kyrie was just on God mode where it was one of those moments where it just doesn't matter. If he shoots it, it's going to go in. And so it was like late game. He was like trying to force it to Kyrie, and you know Lowry makes a winning play, steal that thing, go the other way, ball game. But Cam Thomas been balling all year, deserves like Cam Thomas deserves more recognition for what he's doing for the Nets. He's gonna be a very important role player.
Can I piggyback off of yours, especially since we're talking about the Brooklyn Nets?
Oh, please!
Can I choose some violence real quick? I want to choose some violence real quick.
Oh, wow.
Whatever black family named their son David Duke Jr. need their ass whooped. I looked at I had a text message, a Twitter message on my phone yesterday. It said David Duke Jr. with a monster slam. I was like, David Duke. I was like, David Duke Jr. Looked at it. It was a black dude dunking a basketball. I was like, no, we gotta get this boy a nickname.
Joe,
we gotta get this boy a nickname.
Joe, you gotta dive deeper into this.
Yeah.
Joe, can we dive like one step deeper into this?
Yeah.
He's a junior.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. He's a
This
junior.
mistake has been made twice
in the same family.
Like, what are we doing?
Who thought of this?
I don't think I texted y'all, but I texted a different group chat. Like I saw him playing like a couple months ago. I'm like,
dude, it threw me off so hard.
I just knew he was white, and then I turned the game on, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I was like, he got to be racist.
Hey, this dude was dunking. Like, he rose up. I was like, oh shit, okay.
That's the irony in the whole thing. A dunking black man.
Oh god.
This is why history is important, folks. You gotta know what some of these names mean. Like, oh god,
that boy said David Duke Jr. We about to take that shit back. Like,
yo,
David.
That is funny. That's funny.
I might get his jersey.
Boy, don't do that. Don't do that.
Duke Jr. They gonna be like, man, oh
that's
my god.
Hell no.
Oh god.
Hey, bro, that's
all right.
Great way to end this
I
shit,
think
bro.
that's how we're gonna end this one. Guys, it's been
Bro.
real. I think we're gonna keep this up. I think we all agree we're gonna keep this up. The live episodes. Been a blast. Gonna try and get our viewers up, but it's been a pleasure.
We'll podcast
fellas.
it too. Still, we'll figure out.
Yeah, we'll still podcast. All good. All right, fellas. Signing off. Until next week.